turn 2, David Ragan.
Caution will fly. Caution will fly.
Just saw the tail end of that one. And it'll be the 3rd caution of the day. And there may have been contact from Juan Pablo Montoya. Watch the 42 and the 6.
It looked like Montoya may have hit that apron just a little bit, shot him up the racetrack right into the left rear of the 6 car.
2 rookies having a little conversation. Guys, the 6 around again.
David Ragan, everybody scatters to miss him.
Caution will fly. Good news for Ryan Newman. He gets one of those laps back.
We're okay.
The hard way by driving by the leader.
Well, it's early in the race, and Tony didn't need to be racing Ryan Newman right now. So that was a good move on both of them's part.
Well, there's a time to be aggressive.
Spin in front of you. Spin in front of you. Low, 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 low. There you go. Good job. Good job.
Cheer him on, boys.
Spin, turn 4. Casey Kane gets into David Ragan. Yellow flag.
That will nail the coffin on Kyle Busch.
He's done. He's done.
That is not what that 5 car wanted to see.
Nope.
Toward the front, and Robby Gordon's in trouble.
Flat
Left
tire
rear down.
Leader behind you.
And he's going to spin out, so that will bring the caution.
Caution's out.
Remember, Gordon hasn't stopped since lap 22, and he was trying to make it to the pit entry with a flat. Didn't get there.
It's going to be a good break, though, I think, for Matt Kenseth in that 17. We'll get a confirmation that I think he did get the free pass.
Boy, he was lucky to be able to go on.
Denny Hamlin grabs the lead from Jeff Gordon, but the caution, I think, was already out for Robby Gordon up in turn number 2.
David Ragan and Robby Gordon had a coming together, 6 and 7.
That's Gordon ahead, the yellow car, and Ragan on the right.
Oh, Robbie's tire went down. He just got up into the 6 car.
We are 7 laps shy of making it off fuel, and car spins on the front stretch.
That would be Robby Gordon. And there is the caution flag. So, Larry, if they stop now, should they be able to go all the way?
Well, I don't think they'll stop, Mike, because when you're under caution here, it's like a ratio of 3 cautions to 1 green. It'll buy you a lot of laps.
Been a tough day for Robby Gordon. I think he was right in front of Marcus Ambrose when that happened, the 47.
Or Reed Forrest and David Gilliland.
Second caution of the evening is out for, yes, the 77 of Bernie Lamar.
Turn 2, I believe, was the problem.
Yes.
Did I mention it's a little bit slippery over there?
I think you said it could be.
You see 4th on the screen, although he may have gotten a little bit of help by Mr. Jamie McMurray in the 64 car.
And look, somebody's been there before. Backs into the safer barrier.
He got hit pretty hard, too, before he hit the wall hard. Jeff had been out there for a while. So,
Bernie Lamar is around again. And the caution flag is out. This is going to get uglier before it gets nicer.
Wow, look at the left front of that thing.
Jay Sauter was held 1 lap on pit road after he was a lucky dog for passing the safety vehicles too fast. Put him a lap down. Jay Sauter is the lucky dog again.
We got 3 cars up in the wall, 4 cars in a wall up in 1 and 2.
They're still wrecking.
There's got to be some oil or something down in that corner the way they're still piling in there, huh, guys?
You would think.
Bernie Lamar
Again.
didn't want to miss anything.
Stacy Compton, you're mean. '36 car. Sauter.
Good coming into it, but he just has no turn through the center, and he said it actually feels like he has no tires. A strange feel. The caution is out, Mike.
That is Erik Jones going around in turn 2 from 9th place at lap 96, 5th caution flag of the night.
Remember, he did that in practice, Mike. Coming off turn 4, he lost the car. Very similar situation. Got it down into the grass here on the front straightaway with limited damage. Lucky again.
And he was really doing a nice job working his way up.
Just got loose.
Yeah, that's just the car is just rotating a little bit too good. Gets on the right rear and it just steps out. Nice job, though. It looks like he might have done a good job of saving it. Not the tires.
I don't think we've seen the last of him tonight.
No, he's got a fast car. We saw that from practice. practice.
Car has been good. It's been fast.
Turn 2, a spin.
I think it's a 77 of Jones again.
Caution.
I don't think.
This time he's got damage. The right side, he definitely.
I don't know if he does or not, Jeff.
A little bit.
He got up in that loose stuff down there. I don't think he hit the wall.
No, that was an oops. I've done it again.
I mean, I looked up there and all I saw was smoke everywhere, but I guess it was just
It's a stay dry up next to the wall, but I don't think he made contact.
Jones was running 14th, and he will stay on the lead lap.
That was another miraculous save.
Here's a look at it.
Watch him. He just gets in the corner and gets up a little too high. Here he comes. Second car right there coming into the turn. High. Gets in the stage right here.
Uh-oh.
She just won't stick.
Boy, unbelievable. I thought for sure he got contact, and he didn't. It just came around.
Front straightaway, a car gets turned, slides through the grass.
It's the 77 again.
Got turned around by Ty Dillon.
Are you kidding me?
I've never seen anybody go around and not hit anything that many times.
Well, he's had a lot of practice tonight. I mean, that's the third time. Poor guy.
Somewhere several rabbits are missing feet.
No kidding.
Well, here's a look at it. It's not pretty.
'77 to Erik Jones, just trying to hang on with those older tires to get to the end. Whoa. I don't know if he misjudged Ty Dillon. Or...
He definitely misjudged. I don't. Other than that, I'm not sure what happened.
I just didn't know if he was trying to get in behind him. Or...
Welcome back to Martinsville Speedway. Our first caution of the day came out on lap 41 just moments ago. It was Philip Magilton that was struggling through turn 4 and got turned around. We'll ride along with Travis Quapple as Magilton's on his outside here.
I imagine we're going to make a little contact. There it goes right there in the center of the corner. Travis got down to the inside.
He does. He just kind of sneaks into the picture.
Spin again for Philip Magilton in that 22. Caution comes out once again.
Keep going, come on.
And debris flying off that race truck.
Yeah, it's a bumper bar out of the back. Flew out into the track. Wouldn't want to run over
Got some
that.
damage in the left rear. The spoiler.
See what happened. He's right behind Chad Chaff in that 40 truck right here. He's going to drive to the inside there to try to make it 3 wide for just a moment. That's probably a bad plan.
You know what happens, Phil, is the guy on the outside, he's got to make the turn too, you know? But the guy on the inside is coming straight in.
White.
Another spin. Philip Magilton backs into the traffic in turn number 4. That brings the caution out.
Right. Backs right up in front of the leader. How many times has that 22 spun out now?
Well, that makes it
3 wide.
3. That's 3.
Left side tires here. Front flat.
And this is the second time we've seen the leader get trapped behind a spun out vehicle and lose the lead.
Take another look right here. You see him going to drive down to the inside. He's on the inside of that 85 truck. He's on the outside of the 03 of Chrissy Wallace. And make a little contact. Creates a smoke screen.
He's racing around right now. And a lot more fuel. So if this thing should run on for a little bit, that's trouble.
Nope. Back straightaway, Timmy Hill. A front straightaway. And Elliot Sadler has picked up some pretty good damage in the 11 car.
Pull the fender. You got the pipe. We'll have all. Got a spin on the front here. Caution's out. Yellow down low.
Lower. Elliot Sadler into the wall, front straightaway. Caution's out.
Yellow. It's going from bad to worse for Elliot. Yeah, he just had to believe that something in that right front. Well, you can see all the damage on this. Wasn't good there because it took a hard hit.
7th caution of the race, and a night where Sadler hoped for good things for his championship bid has turned into just the opposite.
see, he's up against the wall right here. I believe he blew a right front tire.
Sure looked that way.
Yeah, the only thing harder than trying to drive a good car around here is drive a wreck race car around here and try to keep up speed and up the minimum and get as much as you can out of it.
Caution number 8 out here in Bristol. Elliot Sadler involved for the second time. You see the damage there on the left side of that car. Lucky it could have been a whole lot worse because of where this car wound up sitting on the track. Ahead from Trevor Bayne.
They cut another tire down.
Yeah, that sure did right there.
Yeah, but it was quite a few close calls. I thought there were 2 or 3 cars going to hit him after the fact.
And that created a 3-wide thing, and there's the 48 of Brian Sellers. That was your spotlight guy, Michael. He's got her turned around over there and coming off turn 2.
It's a good-looking truck. Going back to finish the Erik Darnell story, he wound up losing 3 laps. Huge break right here, Phil. This gets him one of them back in a hurry. No one else off the lead lap. So now he's only 2 down. He's got a fighting chance. Not a real good chance, but he's at least got a fighting chance now.
Pleased with what he's done. Now the yellow is coming out right now, and TJ Bell has gone from 10th up to 7th.
A little damage to the Rockingham Speedway truck of Brian Silas.
It's been a rough night for Brian. Didn't get off to a good start. Now he's got the back of that truck messed up.
8th caution of the night. We've already had 51 laps.
Well,
Let's take a look at what happened there.
Shocked right now.
Doesn't have any oil. This is interesting. The 48 and the 21 get together, getting into one. You can see the 13.
You saw Ty Bodine and Scott Speed go by. Now watch this.
It's a long time afterwards that these two, but you can't see, Phil. You're coming down the front show. You have no idea there's 2 trucks laid up in the middle of the corner. You're waiting on your spotter to tell you what's going on.
Like we talked before, it's hard to see around these corners. There's real time right there. You see the 48 back in the wall. Now watch up going in 1. You see Ron was slowing down, and Jack got in the back of Ron, actually pushed him a little bit. Ron may have been able to hold it on the high side.
Number 95, very important for Bell. Oh, as we see the 42 goes around.
Kenseth's going to bring out the caution.
I was mentioning that free pass. Well, there you go.
Get it going if you can.
Get his free pass.
Looking forward to.
Yeah, exactly.
Jumbled up
see
last stage.
Kenseth right here. You heard him say, I just spun out. And right on the bottom, gets underneath Kurt, a little bit of contact, and around he goes. Fortunately, no contact.
This year, he said, I have a lot of confidence. We haven't run one of these races in a long time, so we haven't been able to show what we can do. I think we can come here and win. Oh, problem, Rick.
Yeah, Kenseth into the wall. It looks like right front tire's down. It looked like the right rear tire was also down. Actually, the right rear is up. It was the right front, but you saw the contact.
Super tight on the set of tires, that blue tire.
Interesting comment there, kind of similar to what Kyle Busch said earlier today.
Running 24th. Let's look again how this happened.
The tire's flat right there, and he's just trying to get out of everybody's way. Yeah, that tire went flat much sooner than Kyle Busch's did. Enabled Matt fire off really fast for a few laps. Great on restarts. Denny has the speed, though, after a few laps. 42 back in the wall again.
Kenseth bringing out the caution yet again.
Another flat tire. You'd have to imagine there was some damage left maybe from the time before. We'll have to take a replay to confirm that. Maybe it was something else.
Do not put right side tires on it until we can look at it and see what's rubbing.
So we heard the crew chief, don't put right side tires on it until we can see what's rubbing. So he believes they cut another tire. Something obviously making contact.
Tires every 5 laps anyway.
And
Matt's going to change the opinion.
Yeah.
Which, listen, I understand. He's coming. Oh, you see, the right front tire is flat, way up on the straightaway. So another shot into the. That's probably enough.
This is just Bartoli doing a nice job out there so far. Kirk has hit the wall. The first woman ever to make the grade in this series with a great qualifying run. She's been, I think, the success story of the weekend. The success did not last long. She has clobbered the wall at turn 2. Hit it pretty hard, Benny. Rich Bickle in the number 17 with those mini trucks. That looks like Dan Press on the right-hand side of your screen. That would be the Spears number 75. And Kirk is involved again. The other truck involved is Kirk.
Almost the same identical spot that she hit the wall just a moment ago. We see now there's more damage to the rear as the rear tailgate. About to come through some press, heavy damage to the right front. Let's see if we can tell what happened up in turn 2. This is turn 2. There we see Dan Press on the inside of Tammy Jo. Goes out on the inside. Might have been some contact between he and Nemechek. And he barely touches, he barely touches Tammy Jo enough that she loses control and backs in the fence.
Yeah, that's correct. She was all along the first time. That time, she was an innocent bystander. Nemechek into the back of Press, and that's going to bring both Dan Press into the lead.
Tammy Jo Kirk has spun and crashed, and also involved is the number 32 of Kenny Hendrick. That's Hendrick who backed into the outside wall. He was already a lap down. Kirk was involved in that big incident early in his far downfield. We'll take a quick break here as Tammy Jo hustles back to the fence to get more repair.
Trickle, we're riding with him right now. He's in 9th, buddy.
You can see right now he's teaching a lot of these young kids. Good let trouble off turn 4.
Andy Houston. Houston, we have troubles in turn 4.
Caution is out.
It is for the first time today. Listening into Andy Houston's bunch, tell him to go on. 43.
Pull that quarter panel off that left rear. You got to take a couple rounds of bite out of it.
You can hear them talking to the pit crew there. They actually analyze what they have to do to the cars when they make their stops.
Let's raise the track bar up on it there. It's from the center off is where it's bad. And pressure, put the center off.
Put some gas
You hear
in. We'll just get that quarter
talking
pound
about
stuck off.
taking bite out, raising the track bar. The car is tight. It's not turning in the middle of the corner, so they're wanting to take wedge out of it, raise that roll center in the rear. That'll hopefully help the car turn in the middle of the corner.
Let's take another look, guys, to see if we saw the 56 limping around too. Jeff Krogh. Let's see if he was involved in this altercation. There he is. Yeah, there was contact.
There was, yeah. Andy Houston there got touched just a involved in an accident earlier in the race, had a lot of front end damage, had to make multi-stop. Trouble in turn 1.
Turn number 1, as up into the wall goes the 50 of Andy Houston. Andy Houston, who is subbing for Jimmy Foster, will bring out caution, one assumes, at lap number 7, or excuse me, lap number 207, as Houston got together with Dick Trickle up there in the corner. And we are under caution. Also involved on the scene was Jason Keller. So Houston, along with Trickle and Keller, involved in that spin that brings out the caution for the 7th time today. Again, we are with you at Hickory Motor Speedway. Bit of an unusual circumstance due to a power failure, but we muddle along. Stick with us. We're coming right back.